Welcome back to repairing Lawn Mowers for Profit. So I'll do a little video update and show you how I'm getting on. Just returned from a car boot sale with this lawnmower, which is a mount fill one with a Briggs & Stratton engine again. It's got a grass box, it's self-propelled. I've got my handy helper with me today. 51cm cut, this one, but it's a real mess. But amazingly, as he said, it does start and it does run. So I've done the usual checks that I show you how to do on the DVD before you buy a lawnmower, before I paid my money over, so I know that it's going to be a runner. So I think what I'll do is I'll just I'll either sell this one on quickly, or I might take it off and sell the parts off it, which is potentially a good way of making a living as well, because these grass boxes regularly sell for about £25–30 and people can't get hold of them. And also I could take off the exhaust, which is there. I take off the magneto inside, the engine cover, the air filter box, the carburetor and petrol tank. I could sell all those bits individually and probably make more than I would actually make for the mower, because it's looking very untidy. So I'm not sure what to do here. I might sell it for bits, or I might sell it as a working lawnmower. Seems a shame not to sell it on as a working lawnmower, but at the end of the day it's all about making profit. So let's see what we can do with this one. Right, so I think what I'll do is I'll start this lawnmower up just to show you that it's actually working.
What's the matter, that one?
Don't know yet. Should we find out?
Well.
So as I said, it starts and runs fine. It's just a case of whether to sell it on working or sell it for parts. But I'll give it the regular treatment anyway. So I eventually made my mind up with this lawnmower, and after having spent about 20 minutes on it looking at the state of the wheels and the adjusters and the actual mess of the body and the adjusters down here, I realised that this was in quite a bad state really, although it did start and run as I showed you. So what I've obviously decided to do, as you can tell looking from the video, is remove as many parts as I can from this, and I'll sell these parts, and I'll probably make more doing this than I would for selling the lawnmower running, because these parts are very difficult to get hold of, and a lot of people are just waiting for somebody to sell the exact part for their lawnmower, and are willing to pay quite good money for it really. So I personally wasn't comfortable selling this to somebody else, because if I don't think it's going to last too long, I don't want to be selling it. So as you can see, it was a real mess. So what I've done is I've just spent about an hour, which isn't long, and I've taken basically everything off that I think will sell. I normally would take the wheels off, but as you can tell, the wheels, there's absolutely nothing left on them. If you look at that, I know they're not cars and there's no tread on them, but you can see they're totally flat compared to the other ones that I do sell. There's some left on there. So just before I show you the parts, a quick update of what's been going on. The XP40 mower that was down there, I bought for £60, I've sold for £156. That one's gone. So there's nearly £100 profit on that one. This one's currently for sale, as I've mentioned. This is the one in the video that I picked up that I showed you in the back of the car, and that's going nicely. And obviously there's the yellow one that's gone down there. We sold and made a profit on that of about £30, and now I'm on to this one. So I've taken the parts off that one. We've also got this one for sale. It was a little bit tatty, but it didn't tidy up too bad at all. So there's a couple more to make some profit on. So this is what I've done really. These are the main parts off the mower that sell quite nicely. I've got a nice looking engine cover, which people struggle to get hold of, which just makes it, basically doesn't do much, but makes the mower look nice. I've also got a starter recoil, which is I'm pretty sure will sell, because not a lot of people know how to replace the starter ropes on these, and they'd rather just put a new starter cover on it. I've got a grass box deflector on here that goes over the back of the mower, and I've also got the grass boxes I've shown you, which will probably sell for at least £20. In fact, doing a little bit of research in different places I use, these have gone regularly for £30, which is a lot more than I paid for the lawnmower. I only paid £5 for this lawnmower this morning. So I've spent an hour's work on it. So I've got that to sell. A couple of handles. I've got an air filter and box which needs cleaning out. I've also got an exhaust, a fully working carburetor and petrol tank, which is full of petrol, which I'll be using. This is a guard for the exhaust, another part of the exhaust here, an inlet, I also keep the badge. I won't sell that, that'll just be for spares if it can cover up anything that looks a bit of a mess on a future mower. This part I've regularly sold for over £20. Now this is the ignition coil, and a lot of people when they put their lawnmowers back together, they'll put them back wrong and it'll get a slit across there and it'll run intermittently. So these are $39.99 new, and there's nothing wrong with that one. It's even got the lead. I'll leave the governor flap on and sell it like that. I've got the engine oil dipstick, and I've also got the governor springs, which I won't sell. Now the reason I don't sell things like that is sometimes I'll get a mower in, and as I've shown in the previous videos, a lot of the time they've been messed with, the governor springs, because people try to adjust them. As I showed in the previous video, that doesn't always help get your lawnmower running correctly again. In fact, it very rarely does. So what I also have here is this is one of many. I have a box of bits which I thoroughly recommend you keep. So in there are all the bolts and everything I've taken off previous mowers that I haven't sold, as I've bought other ones just to make a profit on the spares. So I'll keep little things like that. I'll put the governor springs in there for another day, and they'll be handy. So that's where we are. It's not always the best way. If you've got a lawnmower that's going to take you a couple of hours and you're going to have to start buying parts and really doing some sort of hard graft to put back together, if it's going to take you a couple of hours and it's still cosmetically not going to look good, it's probably not worth repairing it for profit. It is, however, worth taking the parts off, as I've shown you here, and selling these online, which is a very good idea. Now, just off the top of my head, I would say there's £20 profit in that. I would say there's definitely 15 in there. There's 35. The carburettor, there's another 15 there. 50. There's this one, 60. Maybe £5 for that. 65, and the cover 70. So as you can see, from a £5 lawnmower that I picked up at a car boot sale early this morning, I'm already going to make easily. I mean, I've said £70, but I'll easily clear £50–60, which I would have got if I'd have got the mower running correctly and sold it on. So it's just another way of generating some income working from home. And it might seem a bit bizarre to some people who have found these videos online, think, oh, I don't want to go to all that trouble. But it's not difficult to take these parts off these mowers and just list them and make yourself a few pounds. And also doing that, if you've never done this before, the experience that you will gain in doing this is massive as well. So thanks for watching. In the next video, I'm going to do a tip, and we're going to show you how to clean out the air filter. Thanks for watching.